start. We're late already, might as well not delay into indefinitely. Might as well get it over with. So, audio overlays here. And turn the controls off. And then move me down, because for some reason I'm very large tonight. Usually I correct it somewhat up, but I think I'm for some reason closer to the camera tonight, which messes things up with the dimensions and stuff. It's usually a bit further away, but I don't know, it's probably gonna be different next time I open the program. It's like, it's a roll of the dice in that sense. Alright then. Right enough behind. Where's ACC? ACC, well, here you are. Hold on. Actually, within the last minutes of the 505 game sale, bought the Challenger DLC because I decided it would be finally freaking time to buy it, even though I will have absolutely basically wasted that money, most likely. Let's see. Can we find the server and get on there before quality starts? Hold on. No, we have to use the primary car. Come on. Which one was that? This one. From the side, it's actually halfway difficult to identify which one it is, although it should have the logos on the side. 34.6, not sure that's fast or slow. Probably stupid fast. Probably ridiculous fast. That stiff suspension in the front is not gonna help. There's a lot of ARB in the rear, that's probably not a great idea. Two wings on this reasonable. At least we don't have rain so far. I say so far. Just making sure to cover my bases before it suddenly comes. I need to tighten the pressures a bit faster. Going 0.8 up. So it's probably roughly fine on these values. It's a bit absurd when there's just Maseratis flashing by. The sound. Hit limits up. Let's get a few meters of practice in. I should really practice for this series. I mean, in general, I should practice the new DLC that's coming out. We could give the Audi a test drive. Because I now own the Evo 2 Audi, so I can drive it. Ooh, that was a bit... That was not quite right. Because my experience with the normal Audi, not great. Didn't like it. Not reliable. And the thing wants to murder me every other lap. Every single lap up Eau Rouge, I'm like, no, I'm not quite sold on this thing. Jesus, Carl. I did take the ALB out of you in the back. You don't have to murder me in response to that.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Don't think I can quite replicate Silverstone here. Wait, did I finish Silverstone P7, I think? Or P6? I think P7. In the end, I wasn't quite able to beat the other guy. Oh, lock up. So I can go a bit further backwards, I guess. Although tire pressures are just not there yet on the front. Rear is. Considering how conservative this lap is, I don't expect to go outside even into the top 20 at this point. Oh, come on. Massive lock, and there's a guy behind me pushing faster than me. Which indicates already that I'm doing terribly. Oh, it's at least P3, so I'm not doing too terrible. Getting beaten by him. Although I didn't check how many positions behind he was. How far he was behind before he started the lap. Probably was a lot. Yeah, I didn't even go to the top 20. This is not good. This is not good at all. I needed more practice than this. This was not enough. And then I get teleported.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Qualifying it is, and it's AMCAS first, so not us. We have a bit more to consider our terrible life decisions we've made up and leading up to this point. Oh, probably need to toe in the rear. Car was quite unstable. Do I want to touch dampers up? Maybe. Maybe less camber on the front. Nah, this is probably gonna hurt me in the corner sections. Probably more pressure, however. Did need it a bit down there. Although we lost obviously all pressure data at the end of that run. Right, let's watch some AM drivers. Maybe we can learn something from them. Which is meant completely unironic in this case. Reduce the fuel load, however. Don't need that much. Probably also reduce the brake power slightly, maybe? No, brake power. Let's keep it 92. I'm not sure what the differential preload does again, but like, maybe run higher preload? Now I'm really just like, I'm doing random clicks and knobs because it's like, that's not ideal at all. Okay, well that's less ideal. Let's watch everybody do this corner, yeah? Struggle in unison. It's one of the fastest corners for this car. Well, this guy did it relatively good. I think this one overslowed. Yeah, overslowed, but otherwise good solid lines there. Slight lead off. Ends up in the middle of the road. A bit much steering input there mid corner. And he got a bit skittish. I'm criticizing these guys for that corner, and then I'm probably gonna drive it way worse than them. Let's be real. These guys are probably doing a decent job, actually, there. Very cautiously, but it was a solid line. I should probably watch other corners as well. This is the compression down there, 37s. It's a bit much rear bias, I think. It's just so interesting how everybody's taking it slightly different. Yeah, well, again, too much rear bias. Catching quite a few drivers out. He's a bit out of shape in the previous section. He's a bit out of shape coming in there, but otherwise looks fine. That looked very good, but we only saw the second half of the corner. Yeah, he struggled to slow it down, he got rear locking there. Watch this guy, he's currently the fastest of them all. By like a decent margin actually. What the hell are these steering inputs? Is he driving on a controller? Unless he's driving on weird rotation measures, because how just erratic his inputs are. His ping looks fine. His inputs are so weird. I think he's going significantly faster than most of them. Maybe that's how it looks from my inputs when there's too much. He's wiggling down the straights. It's very cautious here. Although probably you can't push that much more. I have a new fastest guy. Probably want to watch this guy to the end. First sector we've seen a few times. Honestly, I don't think it's worth even going into first gear at all on the downshifts on these hairpins. What I'm noticing is that you get actually quite a few laps in here in qualifying. So that's at least somewhat of an advantage for me. Yeah, he's running a lot of lockup. I just watch Danny Smith. I think he might have had an airplane. Yeah. So he struggled a bit to slow down, but like that left him with just the right entry speed. He stays second. Because the thing is with the Maserati, first gear is so short. You're basically coming out of the pits, you hit the rev limiter already on the thing. You can drive to... the pit limiter works in second gear, which is already enough of an indication that first gear is basically... well, I guess it exists. It works better to drive the car off the stance, that's for sure, but like... that's a good improvement he put there in. It's always the case that, oh yeah, you can smooth this out a bit more. But look, this looks good. Bit of a lift here. Uses a decent chunk of the road there. I mean, I used third gear in my run in practice as well there. Not sure if maybe fourth makes sense. Although I'm not sure you can really carry any more speed than this really. Except you're like some sort of min-maxing alien. You may do that, but like... In terms of human beings, I think third gear might be sufficient. I think there's always the case when you put it in fourth, the thing starts understeering even more, so it's like... This is so beautiful, honestly. I'm like... There's a decent chance he's like half a second out or something on his third lap, and I'm not even noticing, because... Yeah, the lines are made out of lines. That's my analysis whenever I look at a replay. I can't gather anything from it. It just doesn't work for me. Like I can see, yes, he's using a gear. It may be different from mine. See, well, he's driving perhaps. Well, I was wrong. This was actually a very beautiful lap because he did, I think, improperly at the half a second. So. And I don't know. This might be faster than the other time. His turn 1 in the previous lap wasn't quite perfect, but I'm not sure that it was faster quite, because it can be quite tricky when you don't have a delta. Yeah, this was definitely, however, not quite as good as it could be. But he's not doing badly at all. I have definitely my work cut out to beat that. Which is not speaking well of me. How many people have turned up tonight? 29, including myself. Oh, that was a surprise oversteer on the curve there. Okay, surprised both of us. Yeah, 20 pro drivers, 9 AMs. Well, we could say we fell off. Yeah, there's some rear locking into the chicane. Maybe I need to run more forward bias for specifically that chicane, because these guys are locking quite a lot their rear axle. And he locked the full on right side tires. But I think this lap was... Man, you have time still. You can start the last lap. You could have totally gone for another lap, and I mean the tires are probably toast, but like you can still try. I will do that. Alright, last check of my setup. And temperatures have gone down slightly, which is really interesting, but like probably fine for me. I don't even know how to crank the car at all. Let's just start the engine. Start everything up and get ready to roll. Then wait for the timer to tick down and then we can roll off. Oh, I've put the indicator on. Well, where do we know this guy from? Actually, I think he overtook us in just practice just now. Well, that means he's quite a bit faster than in Silverstone. Well, where he was about as fast as I was. Yeah, the fourth gear is... The fourth gear is a sneaky bugger in that corner. Oh yeah, there's not a lot of grip at all on the circuit. I'd forgotten it was fast at the start of qualifying, and it seems still to me it's quite fast. That's actually optimum. So it must be my tire pressure's not being up to snuff yet. This is, to say the least, a bumpy ride right now. I want my tire temps. I do not care about gaps because these tires are not operational for the next lap at all. So I can deal with the problem next lap.
Slow car ahead.
front eyes pull down due to this. Oh, the car moved there. Oh, hello car. I totally wanted to have oversteer like that. That was totally within plan. Maybe my differential changes dramatically backfired on me. That's why I usually don't touch them. Have one fast move of mine still. Because both me and Lawrence in front. Hello Cal, would you kindly not try to murder me? Rear tires are starting to get there pressure-wise, but the car's still wanting to move around a lot. I nearly did what I talked about earlier, which is... Let's let you by. Gives me an excuse to get a bit of a gap myself. Yeah, this is not looking good for me. The car's not quite at the window for me. Rear tires are nice, eh? But like they don't behave right. Braking on that patch of green tarmac seems to be very slippery. It seems every patch of green stuff seems to be incredibly slippery. Tighten on the exit there. Should have given myself a bit more room. This guy seems to be not the fastest. I don't think I'm gonna gain too much before the end of the lap. Okay, I don't have rear locking for the chicane. I have front locking. Hello there, Cal. Probably giving myself a bit of room, but I want a reference time. I'm 8th? That can't be right. It's barely faster than the AM drivers. I guess a lot of people haven't put a valid time in yet. So I got treacherous the conditions are kind of. It's not too surprising. He's gone. Good. That makes it easy for me. I should upshift, I think, early there. There's a lot of wheel spin for some reason. And what makes even less sense is that I'm losing time right now. Have a scrappy lap. Somehow go faster than the actually good lap afterwards. It is absolutely astonishing at times. How little sense lap times make. Like you can drive the what seems to be the perfect line and it turns out like some absolutely homunculus creature of a line is the actual best line. And you're like, thanks, that makes about no sense whatsoever. But I will take it.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
There's some time to gain on entry of turn 1, as long as you can carry it out of the exit. If you don't get a slide here, because if you get a slide here, you actually lose a lot of time. As soon as the tires start skidding, they don't grip up fully. Oh, hello, car. Would you kindly... Oh no, this doesn't work. At least I proved it on not a good lap. But yeah, just upshifting to 4th doesn't work, you just lose all the power and just die. I don't think there's too much time in the lap. But the lines are also incredibly scruffy. Oh yeah, there's some time in the hairpin here. That's for sure. Oh, this one wasn't as good.
Losing time in sector 2.
Could you just shut up? I'm pretty sure I know where I'm losing time. It's just a question of, can I stop losing it? Alright, final attempt.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Okay, you need to accept the wheel spin apparently. Else it's not fast. Where's faster? Oh, I got lock. Somehow sacrificed even more exit speed than before. I have a fucking gift in terms of not making improvements to laps. What did I say?
Session is now over.
I think I didn't even improve at all in the end.
Let me evaluate.
I'm the slowest pro driver who actually beat the AMs, so it's like... Great job, Lukas. That is absolutely insanely terrible. Completely abhorrently terrible. That's... But they just didn't want to come together. The attempt was there, but like the car just wanted nope. And wanted to just die on a repeatedly, so it's like, thanks. I gladly appreciate your absolute non-compliance with this stuff. So we need to actually calculate the fuel, because we're gonna need precise amounts of fuel. As we're only gonna take the single liter we are required, although it would be nice to take new tires, because I don't think mine are gonna last. Not even close. How many? Hour. So it's an hour-long race. So, what are the times of the fastest guys? 35s? Something along those lines. 34 for 8, so basically 35. 35 for a bit of a different name, huh? 34. Divided by 60 plus 1. Memory store 60 divided by memory recall. Okay, that is 39 laps plus formation, that's 40. I usually should take 41. And then that times 1.9, I think it was, before the session decided to reset at 1.83 or something. 1.9, that is just 78 liters. Right. So. That sounds like a great number. 78. We don't run out of fuel, and we'll have to anyway take 1 liter, so... You know, there's that. We definitely want to up the front pressures, because we did notice them still being down a bit. Rear pressure can, I think, be lowered by 0.1. And I think that's gonna be it in terms of pressure adjustments. Of the rest seems to be alright. And we actually kept our P16. Despite me being all awful. We have our work cut out. We have to overtake a few people. Because I would like a top 10 again. Irrelevant of how painful this is gonna be. It's like graining on the tires already in qualifying. Like, that's great. Much just the great job, Lucas. That's gonna go well. Yeah, Dominicus, who last week was on the same row as me, this week is a whopping 12 positions in front of me. So we have to do some correcting here. Not gonna lie. I have to kind of keep up my own a bit. A tiny bit. Right. Wonderful. Very brightly colored car. It is, I think, the pit crew car of Ryan Ware. Where do we know that name from? Nice. Who knows where we know that name from? Not particularly a judgment against them. It's actually not at all, it's just... I've definitely seen that name around. How terrible did I do in qualifying? Actually, my first sector seems to be alright. Like 2/10 down. Second sector is my... Middle sector is actually also alright. My final sector is terrible. Although the problem is actually my middle sector is... What, I was faster in my first run through the middle sector by like 6/10. Where? Actually my final lap wasn't even faster. It's like... Actually my final lap was... So my... Actually my middle sector is also alright. So like 3/10 down. The final sector is where I lose nearly a full freaking second. Which is interesting. Actually I do lose a full second there. Even on my best time, however, I lose nearly like 8/10 or so. So that is absolutely bizarre. Where's the last sector again? Yeah, that's the chicane, the hairpin, and the hairpin. How are these guys going like a second basically out of that section? I lose an entire second in those hairpins. The rest of the lap I'm up with everyone, but like those hairpins it is. I don't need more Spinellas. I have enough of that to fight off with. So I think I'm gonna down the brake power by 1. Just to make it slightly easier on my foot. There it should
30
go
seconds.
in here, apply pressures, set 1 liter of fuel. So we have the required settings applied. When we ever have to pit, we can do so.
Go in single file.
Brake press railroads for the brake warming to commence. It'll be interesting to, when the update drops on Wednesday, what the tire pressure goal for the GT4 will be, because GT3 will drop down to 26 to 27 psi, which is quite a significant drop. Like a full psi from the current optimum range, although you have a bit more room to play with, but still, it's a full psi drop down is quite something. For GT4s, we've previously been around 27 ranging. If we get the same tire pressures, it would be, you know, at least a bit easier perhaps. To keep your head straight. There's an interesting progression because early on in ACC's life it was 27.5 to 28 the ideal range. Then it moved to 27.5 plus minus 2, so it was effectively 27. And 3 to 27.8 or so. Something like that. I need to move the brake bias back forwards. Because with this car it's quite disastrous to not have the brake bias correctly set. Right, let's survive turn 1. Kind of the big deal.
Green light. Go, go, go.
A bit close to the car in front. Ooh, that would have been a terrible decision there.
3 wide.
Oh, somebody's pulling my own moves on me. And he doesn't have as much balls as I do usually, in terms of sticking in there, and I know there's a car alongside me. But I also have much space in front of myself. Ooh!
Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Oh fuck!
Clear on the right.
You know, things can go bad, but this was definitely not how it's supposed to go. Oh, there's somebody getting off. But unfortunately, I didn't even profiteer, and I have a freaking AM driver now in front of me.
Clear on the right.
I've been literally shuffled away in the traffic.
Car on the left.
An unusual outcome for a race start. It's just constantly I'm boxed in by people.
Car on the left. 3 wide.
Ooh, this is not gonna end well.
All clear. Clear on the left.
Not happy about you making it 3 wide because that was just asking for accidents to happen.
Car on the right.
Yep. Oh, come on.
Clear on the right. Pit window is open. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
You're really annoying, honestly.
Clear on the right.
You're fucking stupid. Right, can we finally actually start getting up the order already? Had a bad qualifying and then get shuffled at the start completely. Because I've ran out of room to go anywhere. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, I could do an early pit stop and get out of the traffic immediately, which could solve some things. Just take some fuel and then finish the race. Basically, free of jail card.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
This guy is also getting carried away with fighting people. I mean, he didn't choose to go to AM class at least, so that's something. He got that assigned to him.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So isn't that fault for? Well, I mean, he could have sandbagged, so that's the thing.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
The online, good enough, I guess. Oh, come on, brakes. Yeah, the first people going into the pits. It's just surprising with how hard it is to pass here. Let's see what we can do here. A bit of a gap once I get past Stevenson. That's just the disadvantage when you get shuffled at the start. You lose out big time on like most opportunities to really make up ground at all. As cars very easy to make mistakes in, so fighting past people is doable. So far shown. Hairpins do be still my pain points. It's just I'm pretty sure I went faster than qualifying just now, but like, come on, car, please. Sometimes it just does not want to make a corner, and then you're suddenly like a few tenths down, and it's hunting again the guy. That's too much brake bias actually backwards for that corner. I am going fast. They were both going faster than the guy in the yellow car. fast in but like slow out, which just isn't quite right. And that's also, I think, the case with the hairpins. It's just the cars don't want to exit them at gain. I can enter them, but like the car will not exit in any reasonable capacity. Ryan Ware is doing roughly the same lap times in front as me, so that's not positive. A means I need to dispatch of these guys quickly and I also need to pick up the pace. Should have perhaps carried 4th gear there. Just has a bit of pace in a few places that makes it infuriating attempting anything on him. I can outbrake some of these guys, but like, not from that far back. That just doesn't work. Yeah, I dropped time at the end of the lap then. I'm starting to bleed time to the cars in front. Because wherever I'm faster, they aren't. Had to do this.
Clear on the left.
Otherwise I would have hit him in the back. If you want to look at my inside. I'm gonna give you that in return. I feel like that's a fair trade. Right. Next car on the agenda. Kingston Lee. Let's see if he's a bit easier to crack. And Ware seems to be dropping off the group in front. Although I think that's due to a mistake in this lap rather than pace deficit. It wasn't the beginning of the lap further up the road. Maybe also pace deficit. I'm not going sub 36, which I think I need to do. Oh, that's a bit fast. Problem is with that stupid AstroTurf, it just... I tried avoiding braking on it by braking later. That's a pretty stupid idea. Not gonna lie. Nice to be up there. That's a bit wide from him. That's the invitation I need.
Car on the left.
That's a bit wide from me, but not too much. That's the advantage of running more brake pressure. A lot of them probably are 180. Oh, but then I completely seize up the brakes into this corner. And look like a buffoon. Somehow, while passing people, I don't lap that much slower, so that's fun. It's fun trivia. It's good. It's a bit weird, eh? Oh, that's a bit unorthodox line. I got away without getting a track cut, but that's a problem of bit aggressive rear bias. I'm making mistakes. It's not good right now because I'm slightly under pressure from the car that I just passed. As long as I can keep these corners here clean. The thing is, the track drops off here, and that leads to you losing traction over the crest here when you try to brake into the apex, which makes trail braking a tad difficult for that specific corner. Bit of a gambling line. Yeah, I think Ryan is definitely dropping off compared to the rest. But I'm not gaining too much on him. It feels like more. But actually, no, never mind this. Seems to be being a kerfuffle with a back marker. We're coming up to lap, which has cost one of the front runner groups. Ugh. That's not good. Fair enough. Car did not slow down. Is a pretty good description for that. What happened there? As long as that doesn't stops repeatedly happening, I'm fine with that. Yeah, these like, you can make use of them, but like, it's scary when you mess up. Please don't die.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, that was a bit too tight. I thought I had a bit more room there to chop. But that could have ended very stupidly. That worked otherwise very perfectly out for me. Let's run a bit more rear bias and a bit more forward bias than the previous lap. I'm actually losing ground on the two guys in front. Brakes, please. I have to finicky around with the brakes because they seem to not quite be working as I want them. I hate doing this because I usually forget to adjust it for the next corner. It's like the first half of the lap everything is fine, and the second half the car just drops off. Because I consistently lose about 2/10 for these hairpins here. Just these guys in front don't seem to be affected by this, or just have a slightly faster base speed. And this corner messes me up again.
Losing to the car ahead of sector 1.
No, I don't. Shut up. I would be very surprised if I well, actually my last lap had a pretty bad turn 1, so I think if it might be actually losing time in sector 1. But no, sector 1 I actually gain. Sector 1 through 2 I actually gain. Sector 3 is where I lose. That's very cleanly that I lose most of the time sector 3. Just stuck here, unable to close up at all. That's better. It's early rotation into the chicane. Can actually brake a bit later here. Brakes, come on, why for this corner do you not work? Yeah, because the brake rest was a bit farther forward. Okay. Every single time they just have that slight edge on me. Exit there. gained so much ground on them for the first 2 sectors, but it's all lost then once we hit the 3rd sector. To break later there. Was just a hairpin. And this time I had actually half a reasonable time for once. That's just like I'm trading thousands of a second back and forth with these guys. I thought it does make sense out of here. Down the straightaway. Then, however, you need to get stopped for the next corner. Just a bit of an ask. New to all of this, I'm not at all close. I've lost ground actually slightly. What about cars further up the road? Well, they don't seem to be losing or gaining anything either. So everything just sits in an equilibrium of just nothing happening. Could you kindly like not? Dealing with people who seemingly just do not make mistakes. Granted, my lap times are relatively consistent as well. Oh yeah, thanks guys for like literally answering the following lap with the same lap time that I did last time around. To draw the gap out again. And for me to discover even more problems with turn 1. Hello Cal, would you kindly actually do turn 1 finally? No, you're very infuriating to drive. Hello, would you kindly do corners? Oh, this looked so halfway promising at the start. Once
There's a slow car ahead.
guarantees a back. Hello Cal, would you kindly stop dying? Why are you suddenly dying? Why is my car dying so hard right now? I suddenly decided it wants to be dead instead of driving. I really appreciate that happening. Just screw me further. I'm not operating on enough of a disadvantage. I mean, I sort of expected that my tires drop off because other people do not have that feature. I just uninstalled it. Except when they randomly have it and you're very confused that they're suddenly going very slowly. I mean, I'm gonna get cycled now up to T10, but that's just because of pit cycle. It's not like it's warm or anything. Hello, car, would you kindly just do the corners? It's not much I'm asking for. Just promote me low 36s and I stop bitching and moaning constantly about it. That doesn't look to be a course for low 36, but like, that's something, yes. Come on. Put. Yeah, at least we didn't get rain for this race. It would have been just so much more painful. Or it would have been better for me. Oh, come on, not again. Has happened twice already in this race. It's quite annoying. Hello, car. Lost so much ground. Ah, the final words before the worst nightmarish bit of handling you will ever experience. It usually comes after the worst nightmarish bits you've experienced up until that point. But yes, then comes the worst. That you didn't expect could happen, even worse than what happened before. Yeah, it's annoying that just I have to write the next position off because the car refused at some point to do it. That's why you should never get your hope up, because it will always be crushed. Be a nihilist, life will have more surprises for you.
Long way through, not over yet.
More good surprises, I guess. It was bad ones, but you've already expected that, so they're not really surprises.
Gaining on the car in sector 2.
You're ambitious, crew chief. Thinking that I'm gaining on the guard front. I'm really impressed, you're very ambitious. How far are we into this? Oh, we're halfway at least. So it is good news. We're halfway through this race. Bad news, the guy behind me has decided to lap in all the same lap times as me. Which is really interesting considering how much slower he was when I passed him. In the early laps he was quite a bit significantly slower than me. I feel is losing a bit of ground right now. Nothing a few hairpins can change in his favor. I think effectively I'm running P12. That's actually, I mean, we don't need tires. We already ruined these. And my bodywork had taken quite a bit of beating. Like 8 seconds worth of damage or something. That's very surprising considering how much contact did I make? If anyone? I remember one at the first lap where I bumped someone into this corner. Yeah, it's fun, but like I had no choice because I was about to be hit behind. Luckily we all got away with it. What I'm not seemingly getting away with is the guy behind me who suddenly decided, yeah, I go Super Saiyan now. Like, can you explain me this? Like, you were so much slower at the beginning and suddenly, like, you don't have tire wear, you don't have any issues. And you're fast suddenly. Thanks, I gladly appreciate when people like this exist. And I mean, if someone should be starting to get fast as the race continues, it should be me, considering how little practice I had into this race. But like, obviously, I cannot improve, that just doesn't work. Life does not grant me the privilege of being actually freaking able to improve at something by practicing. It does not make sense, but just is the case. Like this, I'm stuck with being mediocre for my entire freaking life. I'm never able to clean dishes properly, I'm never able to do anything properly. It just is what it is. Good enough? Sometimes. Good enough that there's like occasionally strokes of genius where things just about go right. Hello Cal, would you kindly not murder me while I'm monologuing? My Belgian origin story doesn't explain itself. Yeah, it's funny, like the first two sectors that had been my strong suit seem to not longer be my strong suit. Great, I love this. And they're seemingly starting to hand up penalties. I don't know if it's gonna hit me at some point. Maybe it's time to just pit to get it. However, I'm kind of also waiting for the guy behind me to pit. Oh, there's a few guys in the pits right now. Oh, come on, shitbox. Oh no, yeah, the guy in front of me started going slower for my car to decide to go even slower. It is very fun to experience that. Whenever they actually start experiencing tire drop-off, it's like your car, well, like, actually I'm already like 2 parallel universes ahead of you, I'm gonna drop even further off the cliff. Oh, fuck off! No! Fuck off! This is bullshit! The rear tires just slipped for no reason. Mid-corner there, it just decided, hey, you wanna have that? You haven't been fucked over hard enough? Deal with that. Just suddenly have a wheel spin out of a corner. Because of course you want that. And the guy in front of you will magically still continue pacing on without any slowdown. It's not like I've had a terrible enough day. But just has been no pace whatsoever, and I have somewhat of a fucking ego to keep up with. As the Maserati main. I need to somewhat be somewhere in terms of the standings. Oh, that's way too early cut. It's a very early turn in there. Not really. Cannot trust the rear end whatsoever. It might at any point just decide to part ways with me while I'm squeezing the throttle on. Magic trick. 4th gear for that corner. When you just have everything coming right, it works. You know what? I'm actually going faster now than him. Can someone explain to me how? Because the car's now suddenly deciding to work? Probably.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh fuck! Come on, brakes! What the hell is this? Like, the car's... when I'm following him, car works fine, I pass him, suddenly car goes completely... nope, and dies. This makes even less sense than before. Hello car, would you kindly stop trying to murder me? It's kind of really weird. You work when I'm following him, so could you kindly do so when I'm driving ahead of him? That would be nice. There's no reason for you to handle so vastly different. Hello car. Can't we make the chicane? I'm getting invalidated laps like Pokemon. Actually, not like Pokemon. Pokemon are hard to catch. Especially if you're trying to catch Phoebas in Generation 3. He's still behind me. He still hasn't decided to just pit and get it over with. And try to jump me that way. Considering he could easily get away. Trying to jump me.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Hey, I'm up to P6, but that's just only on pit cycle still. I mean, we're not really fast enough to... Well, we're actually getting caught by some front runners right now. So it might make sense to just come into the pits to get rid of the front runners. Not lose time with them. How much fuel do I need to finish? I have 5 liters extra, okay. No tires, just fuel. Thank
Car on the
you.
Clear on the left.
I actually gained a bit on the car in front. Oh, brakes, please. Come on, up, Jax. Could turn out a bit faster. '14th! Whoa! I expected a bit better than that. I guess all the fuckery that I had to deal with really screwed me over here. I mean, there are obviously people who might have not pitted yet, but I think there's quite a few people that had passed, technically. Oh, you're now in front of me, and now my tires are deciding to not work. Because they're fresh out of the pits. And what happened? Obviously, the guy that came out just ahead of me got like freaking 3 positions for free. For like nothing. And I have to work for 3 cars that are just have unfairly jumped me. Oh, come on. Can like a guy catch a break for once in his life? Whenever I catch a break, I immediately get slapped back into reality and beaten by someone who's significantly worse than me. Well, interesting enough, the MUQU is actually behind me. That's bizarre. And he has done his pit stop. So he definitely should not be behind me, but that's actually dangerous because that means someone who's qualified in the top 5 is behind me. Well, the guy in front of me has already lost one of these positions. Chances maybe that some of these guys are actually, well, on fresh tires, that would be pretty terrible for me. Brakes, please, 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 please! This is not great. You press the brake pedal and the thing just doesn't slow down. And wants to do anything but slow. Just wants to 4-wheel slide and it's just like, brah, could you stop? I need you to perform. Now. Oh, it's just not willing to perform, for frick's sakes. Well, it would be fine if I had cycled out in front of these guys, but like, no. My luck dictated to be cycled out behind them. Well, they're at least holding each other up. Fighting with each other. Except everybody else gets... and there goes Turnberg. By both of them, effectively. Although not quite. Ryan is actually putting up a fight right now and it's helping me. Thanks, Ryan.
Car on the left.
Much appreciated. Although it's also not helping me because my other opponent, who still hasn't pitted yet, he has clear, so me pitting doesn't help. Being somebody stuck in a freeway fight. Yeah, that's not positive for me. And nearly hitting the guy in front of me is also not helping. Because it forces you quite a bit to slow down. Actually, it's a 4-way fight with me. Four-way fight for P11 of all things.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And Dominikus is closing in slowly as well. Unfortunately, Ryan seems to have failed to defend against Turnberg. So split the first position.
Car in front in sector 3. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, I guess that's 2 positions for me for free. Actually up to P11 right now. But Dominikus is 7 seconds behind, and that's why I put some concern. Because we have some open business from Silverstone. I didn't screw him over, but our battle got cut short there a bit. He got unluckily hit by someone else who was less patient than me. Unfortunately, Ryan and Kumpo had decided they want to let Dominikus buy, effectively. They didn't choose really, they just...
Exceeding track limits.
not great. I'm really starting to collect those like Pokemon. There's a turn back, now clear. And the real battle is really with the other guy who's still in the pits. And my lap times are not great, so probably has the advantage right now. Let's just say that was very lucky what just happened. Because that car was completely out of control. Hello Cal, would you kindly stop murdering me, please? Fortunately, turn back is significantly faster than me. Yay! Why do I like this? Not like this trend. Hello, Cal, would you kindly make this corner? It's not much to ask for. All I want for Christmas is an Apex. It's a solid joke if it was Christmas time, and also I could have sung Baby additionally. To add more flair to it. Hello Carl, what the hell is happening that you would suddenly enter in corners more reverse than forwards? You saw happenstances for sure, yeah. I'm vaguely keeping pace with the car in front, but that's... I don't think really skill-based. And that's a false hope, most likely. Well, I mean, he could drop off at some point. Finally give me room, but then there's Dominico still behind. How long is left in this race? 6 minutes, okay. We're actually under some time pressure. It also means my main rival needs to actually pit sometime soon. Car 256 got a penalty for causing collision. Which I don't think there's anyone who's affecting me. I mean, it could be that he's already pitted and decided to take tires or something, but like, I don't think that's the case. Actually, like 1.8 seconds back. Like slightly faster, but that's probably in part because the guy in front of me has settled into finishing mode. He's like preferring not making mistakes like me, and just trying to get to the finish line with his car. Gap ebb and flows, but like let's see, do I get not get I thought that would be fine, that was just enough on the curbs, I would say. But no, the game is just like, nope. Get wrecked, nope. How much forward bias I'm right now running is absurd. Well, the car stops, so that's all that needs to be asked. Lukas is 5 seconds behind, 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Oh, there's some traffic up ahead. It's slowing already. One of the guys down. Badowski. Getting impaired. Let's see how we are getting impaired here. Let's take a bit of care here. With this stupid chicane. Not that many laps remaining, but like more than enough to get a drive through. Look. Down to 4 seconds. Pit window will close in a minute, so I have a feeling the guy in the guy's making a call like tired.
Clear on the right.
I'm definitely not lapping particularly fast. I'm sitting in low 37s more like than anything else. Just need to slow down for the chicane.
Pit window is now closed.
Pit window closed. That doesn't mean there's somebody in the pits waiting for me. Thank you, Mr. Ireland. Yeah, there's Kingston Lee. There he is. Okay, we beat him actually. We have gotten into the top 10. I'm actually surprised. The island's still behind me, so I did get lucky and beat him out of pits. Maybe that front runner traffic that battled through him cost him too much time.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Leaders on 5 lap.
Okay, one more lap to go after this. He did cycle out just in front of Dominikus, so Dominikus has dropped already some time due to this. Couldn't find me a better outcome for that. Freaking hell. Tires are dead. They're so dead they've become ghost type.
Leader has finished the race.
And let's finish this. We did get our top 10 though. Which is something. It was very painful again. Last round was painful with the struggle with pace, and here it is again. Pace, my mortal enemy. I do not have any of it. God damn it, my cars are also very murderous. And I just about live to fight another day.
Alright, check it flag. Good job. You did the best you could. I'll bring the car back.
I would recommend you guys to just not stop on the freaking front stretch. Like, just drive into turn 1 and like dispose of your car there. Is it that much to ask? Instead of just stopping right after the finish line? Maybe slightly lift off, but like not that much. Considering how late the start finish line is here. Yeah, P10 after starting, I think P16. 6 positions gained, not much honestly. That should have been better. Oh man, it was good fighting with Kingston Lee, which just caught up with me. That was not as good of a slide. That's Daly who finished on the podium. It's alright. Okay. Acceptable finish. Hey, Danny Smith has won the AM class in the end. After Van Supten started, I think, on pole position and was fighting early on in the race with me. Wasn't him? I think it was him. Who fought with me early on in the race. I didn't have particularly the greatest luck here. Let's get off the server, honestly. Session is over. We can rest, finally. It has come to an end, this race. So, events. Yeah, stay shake off at Valencia. The PBS guys are hosting a shake off. Why do they have a GT3 old category? It includes everything that isn't the new cars. There's obviously Oh god, how many races are they hosting, these guys? Oh, they're starting 7 PM. Apparently not doable for me. 8:30 PM for me for the second race for Valencia. That sounds like something I can do. Then the Nürburgring race at 10:15. Wait, the Valencia and the Spa race are at the same time. Guys? Oh wait, that's on Friday. That Valencia race is on Friday. It's 7:45 PM. That makes only sense. That adds up. Why am I yawning? God damn it. Why am I tired? Okay, that's yeah, for the because I want to definitely drive my Maserati again for testing. I think it needs to always be resumed in fighting. GT4, so that's gonna be a run for the Valencia race. The other ones, first one I can't drive at Donington. So the first race will be Valencia at 8:30 PM, then at 10:15 PM, Nürburgring. That's why I bring some GT3 car. Some is the good answer. It's just like the the Evo 2. For a moment, and then for the Spa race, same. Sign up the whole car number right now. Oh yeah, they have a GT3 and GT3 categories. For the Spa race at least. What's GT3 Same cars, just AM, but I don't think they're gonna get enough cars really together for that one. Is Nürburgring have that? No, Nürburgring runs just GT3s and GT4s. Don't know why they did that then for Spa. Makes not too much sense for me. Right. Do I want to do a LFM race? Let's see, when is the next LFM race? And where? Zandvoort with GT4s. Have I raced the Maserati at Zandvoort? Maybe? It is. GT3 Sprint in 15 minutes. Oh, they're all like fucking eternity, yeah. Right now, stuck a bit. This is the 11 PM race, which is the... That's actually not the final race. The final race of the night is its 3 AM race. I think they introduced an American time slot more like. Previously the Americans had to hoggle into the... this one. Zandvoort with the Maserati would be quite nice. I think, maybe? I don't remember driving it, but I've driven this game so long that it's like... yeah, I know how to drive, thank you. I've just been so freaking long. But the M2 Cup is not on in any time because I could drive those. Porsche Cup seems to be gone. If you're rookies, I can't drive. Put me here to do that. They have Sim Race Shop, GT3 series for... But that's not further distance. GT3 around is... the GT3 Sprint is closer, so... Probably what I want to do... Oh yeah, RCI is doing also some specific hostings. GT4 League Season 3. Well, I don't know if I want to do this again. Just okay. I don't know. Well, we're gonna definitely try a few cars. Oh yeah, we need now a delivery actually. So we can clone the normal Evo and just go edit car and select Evo 2. And can you tell me that there was something that changed on this? Yeah, the front headlights actually changed. The endurance lights are slightly different. And when you look at the rear ring changed. Congratulations, we found all the differences on this car. Yay. Save. Yeah, override existing car, it's a fucking Audi. Oh, I forgot to select it. Oh, Audi, where are you? Audi, you too. Confirm. Perhaps not the mountain. I'm gonna actually, however, do something that is similar stupid and it's going to Spa. Cause a pretty decent test if they solve the handling issues of the Audi Evo and the Audi Evo 2. And if they made it remotely viable for me to drive it. I mean, nobody's driving it really anymore, so I guess that's already a point for me to consider it. Totally has not much bump stop range in the front. That looks like fun to set up already. Temperatures, I think we'll click on the rear brake ducts. Rearing will leave for now like this. Caster has some way to go. It's a decent amount of toe on the rear.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Let me open view settings. Oh, actually, it has adjusted view settings for this car. Huh. Oh yeah, right, because this is an Audi. Because I've driven the Audi normal, but like, not the, because this entry was driven before. Hello, cursor. Will I kindly get you back? Ah, that's what you did. You minimized the window again. Thank you. I appreciate when you do that. That's the beauty of the Audi, just rolling off. It's also something the Porsche can do. Feel a bit pushy on the brakes. Ooh, that's a lot of fun, yeah. That needs to be dialed out. So will we die? We violate track limits. Because we have too much understeer over the top, but otherwise we didn't die. Just progress actually. Because the normal Audi Evo will actually murder you just up the mountain. Why am I calling it the mountain? It's Barouche, obviously. Why am I sometimes so utterly stupid? half seal very stable. I would like some more response of the front end and the braking. But I feel like that can be tweaked in rather than with the Aston. And I mean, I'm nearly flat there now. Just figured out the line. Well, I'm pretty sure the lap times are gonna be still shit. At 20, oh, that's not right. Pressed calibrate when I didn't need to. It's the wrong button. Ooh, that's not good. Oh. Pressure's alright, but I'm sitting way too close to the steering wheel when I calibrate correctly. There has to be a few tweaks on the setup. I mean, I'm prepping for Spa, and that's not even a track that's gonna be. Except I actually have maybe race that thing on. So some light wear, nothing special. Tire pressure's alright. Aren't that many actually front spring settings, I see. Maybe soften the front ALB, stiffen the rear, take a click out of ABS. Let's take a bit of the rear toe. Let's see how this thing performs with these settings. So I'm back on the same tire set. Oh yeah, I didn't fix the view. Let's do that. View settings. Back. Quite a bit back, in fact. A little more comfortable. Actually, we can map this in there. It's the night modes. The alternative night mode. Yeah, that cuts down a lot of information out of the dash. Makes it larger though, in case you want to actually read it. Unfortunately, one of the features that I like doesn't seem to or it does exist when I adjust the brake bars actually very close. Why is it get displayed? Actually, it is displayed there. Blind. But it is displayed on the screen. Ooh. Suddenly his thing could go flat up here. Easy. But now, now it doesn't work here anymore. Ooh. The LB adjustments are not working here. Car is way too sensitive all of a sudden. Can't apply the throttle anymore. It's still a bit understeer here. Yeah, that's still not quite right. Still not good time. We're still in the 20s. That's not good. I mean, that would be acceptable in hot conditions with a full fuel tank, but not solo lapping. That's just not okay. It's only 2/10 from the wiggle there. You can still lose time off this corner. Massive slide into the understeery corner, but like it just doesn't work. That needs to be here. Doesn't seem to be quite here. Thank you. Yeah, a bit of time, but like, it's all just half a second or so. It's not much. I can load up the Bentley and go faster. Or the McLaren actually, because I have a good McLaren set for this track.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Can actually brake, I think, later for turn 1. A bit on the high side, but whatever. Ooh. 6. Good. Actually, I do have the advantage that I gained already last time in this title. I just can't get the car rotated into that corner correctly. I'm having oversteer into it, which doesn't help here at lap time. Yeah, I'm trading 10s in 8 seconds, I think. Needs to be like half a second or so in this lap, minimum. I'm finding like here a bit, here, there a bit, it's just not enough. And this doesn't justify driving a car. I mean, for sure, aliens can go so much quicker, but like, they have already a setup, they have the lines, they have everything already. And I'm just barely going sub 20. It is enjoyable to survive, I would say. There is actually the half second that I was talking about. It's finally coming to me. Missed the apex there. Need to experiment a bit with TC. So right now I'm basically not using it at all. the work there. My right foot. This is sort of all tires actually, because I did run the first few laps on these as well. Actually, I ran I think 2 laps on these before I came in. Okay. Great. Although it is interesting that that was nearly faster than the other time. Let's actually reduce this. And do what similar was done on Ferrari. And so I was running a lot of TC. Cut with not a lot of TC. Level. Actually, the other way around, I think it was Ferrari. I mean, they do change with 1.9 the electronics, so probably shouldn't get too used to it. think that sort of works. Low TC2, high TC1. Or high relative. I mean, we're not going faster right now, but I think it's just where it is. Oh, but that didn't work. Car was definitely wanting to oversteer out of that corner. Okay then, I think that's enough laps on this car effectively. There's definitely some changes that can be done still. Light graining on the front tires, that's not a good sign, however. Explains also a bit grip fall off. Front tires are not getting used enough. It's interesting that's the fronts and not the rears, considering how I drive. So, right, how long till the session? I think we might be running out of time to sign up for it even. Yeah, next session in 17 minutes. GT4 then. When is that race? Yeah, 11:15. Sign up ends in 17 minutes. KL Army. Relatively familiar with the track with other cars. Which car do I want to drive now? It's now time for I can change registration still to another car. Should I try the... How many people are signed up here? Okay, 2 splits. I'm actually at the towards the top of the split already. Not great. Not great at all when you're towards the top of the split. Actually not the only Audi driver showing up. So that's something. Maybe, I don't know, probably not good. Couple McLaren. How many Audis are actually signed up for championship? Because that's interesting to me. VTuber. Hello, participants. NSX. There's one Audi. It's only one, interestingly enough. A single Audi. There's quite a few Porsches of different generations, actually. There's a couple of Maccas. There's an old Audi actually entered as well. Oh, that's interesting. So Well, I was about to say there's one boat entered. I guess I'm currently still entered as the boat for that. So thank you for informing us that there's instant reviews open. Alright. So do we bring the car to allow me briefly to test it? Or if I'm making a terrible mistake in bringing it here. I could emulate the weather settings, actually. We don't have any practice out of the event otherwise anyway, so we need to actually do that. LFM. 24, 35, 4% rain. 24 and 35 is what matters. And in-game times 2300. So night race. Night race with the Audi. 2300. Weather. 30% cloud coverage already configured. What was temperature again? Temperature. 24. And 35. Right. That's good enough. Fastest time is with a Bentley with a 41. Let's see what we can do with a basically stock Audi. Give a bit of room on the front of the bump stop. To use the room on the rear end because for some reason he has a lot of room. One spot has a lot less. Yeah, base setup seems to be fine. At least as far as I'm concerned. It's probably fine. Rear wing. Maybe close to front direct ducts a click. Maybe. Tire pressures look fine. Oh, the toe, they're running like crazy high toe on the rear. Slash that. And we're dealing with issues of getting the thing to turn into corners, so let's give it more front toe in. On the other hand, the thing was destroying its front tires at Spa, so...
Green light, give it all you can.
That's the key for... This is the key. When does the server again go live? Oh wait, I just think turned over that page. Yeah, 15 minutes, okay. Once I actually have time for something. I mean, 15 minutes of practice is not much, but like, you could definitely say it's something. Yeah, this handles really nicely, honestly. I'm gonna slash the ABS down a bit. Ooh, there's some bounces there. Okay, the curb of doom is still the curb of doom. Slightly softer springs. bottoms out a bit. So maybe higher right height. Ooh. Radeon did not like that at all. Quite unsettled over that curb. Left ends are really bad.
Fastest lap so far.
And then meh. So at least. Even with the ABS, it's slightly locked for turn 1. Some more revert bias, I guess. Ooh, there was some honesty there. Nearly caught me out. Tire pressure spot on. Low in the rear, you could say. One more second and I'm as fast as I'm with the boat. Brake a bit early for turn 1. Yeah, and I think that's about as fast as I can go race pace in them. on the boat, so. Right. Rebound is quite bad. So, right side. It's time to save up the setup soon. Boy, it's a lot of push there. Pushing the braking zones, it does not work. The stopping power is a bit lackluster. But I think it's in part because this car's very fast in a straight line. Braking now.
Well,
42. I
personal best.
think I'm satisfied with this. Oh yeah, we don't have to stop. We can just return. Alright. Do we have nice things in here? No grinding on this tile set. That is immediately progress. We need to chop the tire pressures a bit down in the front. I think perhaps not that aggressive. And increase them on the rear. So. Perhaps take one click off the rear wing. To get that speed rotation. Perhaps give the car a bit more room in the bump stop range. And then soften the springs, I think, one click. How stiff this track is. Alright then, I think... And move the brake bias a bit. I think that's all. Alright, E2... Yeah... Oh, 1. Right, let's get off here. So it can be on time for the server going live. Primary car. Sorry, it is Audi Evo 2 time now. Server starts in a few minutes. Double clicking the freaking ID does not actually make it selectable and copyable. You guys... Oh. Actually, double clicking it will copy it. If you look at the other side of the screen, you can actually read things. Huh. Oh, there has been multiple splits formed in the last moment. I'm now P15 in the split 1 with a strength of field of 2600, which is higher than me. There's a bunch of assets signed up. So that's a bit fun. Some very fast guys apparently showed up last second to compete. In general, like, I mean, I signed up like 17 minutes ago, and like, there were 2 splits, and now there are 6, and I'm top split. At least something, brilliant, to be top split. Okay, oh yes, so password is shown now. I don't think everybody knows it. Alright then, wait, which one is it? Ah, yeah, split 1. It's GT3 only, so I need to select it here, the car. Audi, confirm. Passwords. Okay, that's the correct server. I mean, probably wouldn't even let me into the wrong one. Everybody stays in the pits. Okay, so setup, load. Oh, I didn't even use brake pads 1, even though this race will be totally usable. Close. Let's actually tamper around with the settings a bit. There's a few Audis involved with Balaki and Colejo and him, one, another one. All Evo 2s with me. Evo 2 gang. I've joined the evil Evo 2 gang. Oh yeah, right, I wanted to check how long the session is. Qualifying 12 minutes, okay.
Green light, go, go,
Should
go.
have enough fuel for that. See if my changes to the car have worked out. Or if I should have brought some stiffer dampers.
Car on the left.
I did not expect you guys to suddenly slow down that much. Oh yeah, right, you don't have a rear view camera, but the rear view mirrors I think are pretty solid, at least in night conditions so far. And the left mirror is pretty good on this car. All spread out
Slow
like
car ahead.
actually I should put the relative 2 seconds, I think that's fair. Ah, and they still stop in the last corner. You can try all you want in terms of giving gaps and it's still not enough. Come on people. Come on, you don't need fucking 4 seconds or so. Actually I can stay within a second, this guy should be faster than me. You should be easily faster than me. She's already pulling like half a second up for the first few corners. What are you doing?
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Yeah, that NSX driver just has that extra bit of grip, it seems to me. Cool, not lose rating with this race. Difficulty pretty high for that. Because I'm rated the 14th. Actually 15th. Seems fastest guy, it's should be fine. What tire pressure's looking, but it is not coming up, it seems. High 42.
Personal best.
It needs to be improved a bit. Brake a bit early for turn 1 right now. Ooh, that's a really wonky line. How close are you behind? I like letting this guy right behind me. This corner still doesn't work right.
sector 1.
16th already. So yeah, I desperately need some improvement. Except 1 second also is needed. My pressure's just a bit too low. Somebody murdered a marker board there.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
And I missed the breaking point there. 20th. Yeah, this is going from bad to worse right now. Thank you, car. Suddenly developing a bit too much turning when it shouldn't. It's quite infuriating to drive right now. Worked so nicely in practice, but like just suddenly for qualifying it's like nope, not gonna work anymore. Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Pretty sure the rules of LFM are you're not allowed to pass people. So could you finally just step on the brakes and get away from me, thanks. Pretty sure you were also on an outlap, so. There's half a second at least. I need some. Whoa, 3 seconds of pole! Them fucking aliens that always ruin everybody's fun. Sure, the tire pressures are not ideal, but like. Car can still try a bit better than this. Oh, come on!
Slow car ahead.
Did I
Your
get
lap
it?
time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
At least has a good turning circle.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Right, at least the tires are up to pressure now. A bit too much up to pressure.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Yeah, whenever whenever there's a freaking silver lining for me, it's just like, how is it gonna get worse? How is everything that just looked halfway decent gonna get absolutely stomped on? All of that. Hello, car. Would you kindly turn? Thank you. I totally need another validated lap. I gladly appreciate this. There's like half a second in it, but like half a second actually does nothing. Half a second is not enough. I need a full second. Half a second is way not enough. I just noticed. It's gives me like 2 positions. What the fuck are these people? It's top split, but like I should be 15 fastest than like last. Even if I don't drive perfect lines. Car doesn't work perfectly and all of that stuff. So now car, you need to freaking work. So stop trying to murder me and just put the lap together, you shitbox. Just produce the results. Doesn't matter. not want to go to the apex there. At all. Come on, turn! Before we run off the track again. Ah! And then it overshoots this hairpin and just bleeds the time out again. God damn it, this is not fun. And this is why nobody's driving interesting cars, because it's like, if you're not used to it, if you don't have the perfect setup, you just lose. So that's why I've stayed in my lane with GT4, because it's just... It's fun when you succeed. It isn't fun getting absolutely stomped on by people. Oh, the fuel is a bit short. I will conk out just over the line. Oh, that's fun. Oh, thank you, car. Totally needed that. Totally needed you to unsettle over that curb. You couldn't just drive normally over it. You couldn't just ride it like everyone else does it. There's just no pace. Where is the pace? Where? Hello, car, would you kindly make this go on? Oh, no, you don't. Just go straight. Why do I hate Jeet? And I'm precisely matching myself. As the car will conk out in a few meters. Wow, yeah. Funny, it actually lasted over the line, so... Great, I fucking hate you already. Freaking garbage can. Couldn't even improve at all on it. You should be 15th fastest car, and you couldn't even freaking do that. Like, a full second out of this now, which actually is only half a second. It's still not gotten me anywhere near where I needed to be. I need another full second out of that. That's ludicrous in terms of pace, what these guys are doing again. Why do I need it to drive in this split? It's just gonna mess me up. Fun being the guy who just gets freaking dunked on. Yeah, we didn't notice that the pressure were a bit low. Fix the pressures. Give the car a bit more rotation in the rear, maybe. Don't know, it's... We're going up back stiff on the suspension. It's silly, but like, it worked on the previous set better than this. Car definitely didn't handle as good. I'm just gonna take a wild guess. I think that 20 liters lasted about 12 minutes, more or less precisely. So 50 liters, no, 55. We don't have a pit stop or anything. We just need to sprint. There's not a single Audi slower than me. But alright. Like, it's just, this is the shit that I deal with constantly, and I'm tired of it. These people always turn up and have a good day. I mean, Morris qualified behind us, but probably he didn't even qualify at all, did he? Well, yeah, he did actually qualify, so... Huh. Let's see. We'll probably go like the freaking RCI race. No gains whatsoever, and I'm just gonna get stuck in the back of the field. It's gonna be absolutely no fun. High beams. Switch this over.
Going double file.
Maybe up the ABS. Maybe that helps. We definitely need the TC. We did notice that during the run. A few positions to make up. Although the advantage is we're so far back that we're not gonna get murderized in turn 1. Hopefully.
Green line, give it all you can. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Ooh, there's some cars. Where are you
Car on
going?
the right. Clear on the right.
I mean, up until that point it was relatively clean, so... You know what happened there. Actually, funnily enough, I'm up to my P15, P16. Well, I'm technically less fast P15, but can't remember what, whatever. Oh no no no! Ah.
Clear on the right.
Well, my day cannot get freaking worse at this point. There we go. On the list of stupidest mistakes I've done in a while, that's gonna rank up there. When you're already having a shit day, you start making stupid mistakes. That's my excuse that I'm gonna roll with, and I think that's a fair enough one. Does not make me not guilty of it, but... Even then, I wouldn't say I had a shit day, I just said... I had a good one either. I just had a day. I'm alive. Oh yeah, I'm alive, the usual. Well, at least better than the Porsche that I murdered. So I ruined his day.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
There was still Maserati mode. Well, that was possible. That was an ass sending a launch and a half there. The Audi of Blacky is, I think, as high as it could possibly go for me tonight here. Yes, there's some hungry guys behind me, I would say. And we're... considering how few races I've done, I'm at 2000 rating. I guarantee that the Aston Rover might be relatively new still and doesn't have much rating, but it's back. So his true skills higher than... oh boy!
Clear on the right.
Well, that's 2 positions spent. Good stupid curb. Getting all third at this point.
Sector 3.
Yeah, behind me is... or behind me. I'm not allowed to make one clean lap. That's also not the case here. Brakes. Oh, I hate you sometimes, Carl. Not as fast as the Audi who Albush in front. He was in the high 41s. Yeah, this is a great experience again. Why did we last time have this where everybody in front of me is driving away slowly, but not fast enough so you don't feel like you're losing hope? Yeah, I remember. What are these brakes that they do not work sometimes? You come over the crest and it just doesn't brake. But how do you fall then?
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Fucking bullshit, I was off the throttle. Just trying to keep the car straight and you like, oh yeah, track limits. I have to get rid of the track limits. Sure, fuck off. These guys are doing below 41s in race! Come on! I freaking catch a break. I just have no reaction at this point anymore. Well, I mean, it's at least about as embarrassing as my crash. Seriously, how did they even crash like that? The other guys alongside, please don't try it. I'm gonna actually fight you. Wait, where did the guy behind me go? All of a sudden. How long is this race left? 14 minutes, but we've only spent 10 minutes in this race. It felt like half an hour. This is really not a good sign. I can say that about a race.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Honestly, for it being the split one, this is absolutely horrifically unclean. Okay, goodbye. If you had just broken like a normal person,
Halfway mark, keep pushing.
you would have been fine. You would have not lost the position even to me. Oh no, you had to try out breaking me. And send yourself to the Shadow Realm. Yodi train, choo choo. And the lead Audi of it. I think I might be in general the lead Audi. Considering how much Audi death I've seen. There's actually 4 Audis queued up behind me. Oh, this has become a straight up meme-worthy content. I don't know what I'm doing to actually hold these guys up. Is it because the guy behind me is not stupid and doesn't dive bomb from like fucking 5 car lengths back? I mean, he hasn't tried to pass in that corner, which is, I think, an achievement for this split. I think I have a bit more straight line speed. Maybe one of the large advantages I have. I don't know how the frick you're able to brake so much later than me and pull a carb. It does not make a remote amount of sense at all. Maybe on this corner. Because you're trying to drive a different line, but like... have enough fuel? Yeah, more than enough.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Yeah, 42.0. Well, not much. Oh yeah, that's a lock-up. Seriously, he's incapable of being in the right place when I make a mistake. Move to 60. So hopefully this doesn't screw me over everywhere else. It would be very weird if this car is set up with way... Oh yeah, right, it's not too weird. We're talking about the GT3 again. And usually I interface with CDA setups that had at least one sanity pass for brake bias and stuff like that. Maybe this works a bit better now when you move the brake bias rearwards. Microseconds. Pretty sure he's gonna ramp it up once we hit the 5-minute mark. I've hit it. Not quite. We're 30 seconds away from it. For the last few laps he's not gonna relent this. Okay, a bit more speed through there. This must be infuriating to be following me. Like, I'm clearly slower than him, it's just he can't do anything about it. Well, I mean, I was just at this corner, which... That's getting a bit close.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Yes. And yeah, you cannot really see much alongside you. Side mirrors pointed more rearwards than sideways. It's a bit difficult to tell where your car is. At least at night, where you can only see headlights usually. Here's a run.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And he's by, easy. I just need to stay close, considering how much straight line speed I have. Must be a genuine advantage of me. Let's see, is there any slipstream actually with this car or not? Seems like there's just not much slipstream at all. BRD. Can I bait you into defending? No, you're holding your call here. That was just one too many mistakes from me. Oh, you got a wiggle there? I got a wiggle. It's too easy for him. That's... I am gonna make it easy for him. So I have now another car on my inside. He is gonna go for the cutback, isn't he? Luckily he's not quite able to do that.
Alright man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Come on, brakes, why are you so garbage? Why do you have front locking on a freaking Audi? I'm already, I think, like 4% forwards. Actually rearwards, sorry. Wrong direction. Right direction on the car, wrong direction. Told.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
Yeah, due to me making mistakes. Check there's replay because this is bizarre that these guys can break so much later than me. At least it feels like it. I couldn't even finish P10 in front of the entire Audi train because this guy had to slip by. Fair enough to him. He was in the right place in the right time at the end, even though he was really not threatening up until that point. That made him able to attack me. I'd written him off as a challenge. And then he came back. I can deliver this trash can finally over the finish line. Hello there. There's some shuffling. There's an Aston coming through. Get it on.
Right, mate, the race is over. Good job. You did the best you could. Take it
41.9 in the end there. My fastest lap on the last lap. I think it is? I don't know. Well, at least an acceptable lap. Finally. I don't see. Can't get the overlay for actually the replay open, so I have to do that later. Man, it just isn't quite what it's supposed to be. Not so science. Still, that's enough racing for tonight. Just pain. You would hope it gets better, but like no, it's just you get screwed over in a new way. Hey, you can do another one in like 10 minutes. You freaking Ray. Who would want that? Enough of it already. Enough is enough, yeah, at this point. Yeah, it's just the same pain is still there with GT3. It doesn't. It's just. I'm getting stronger in my opinions with this stuff. It's like, how much min-maxing you need to do to get these cars to perform. Because clearly, driving-wise, I was there, up with these guys. I could drive with them. I could at times outperform the other guy. That was possible. It's just, the car wasn't as fine-tuned in to the nth degree as he had. That just wasn't there for me. My brakes didn't work. I had straight line speed, but that was about it. And when I was following him, I didn't get any advantage on him either. So it just seems like the Audi doesn't give draft to other people, and you can't get draft as an Audi. It's just you just don't get slipstream for whatever reason. It's broken, and I will definitely say that is broken because you definitely should get slipstream from a car in front. That's a bit weird. That's just not quite right. Maybe I had some slight straight line speed advantage on them. Who knows? I think maybe slightly. Doesn't matter. Didn't make enough of a difference. It just wasn't as fine-tuned as everyone else's cars were, and that's where you just completely get absolutely stomped on in ACC, and it just gets tiring and not fun. I just like to drive, and it's messes with you when it just doesn't ever go the right way. The thing is also that this is a massive barrier. It's like, oh yeah, this is a problem for like someone who's seasoned like me, who's just bitter that he's not as good as everyone else around him. It's like, yeah, that's probably true, but like, there's people who are starting out and they're just getting absolutely crushed. And like, I'm enough to crush those people. Like, imagine there's an actual alien in the session and they have to deal with that. They just get completely annihilated. They have no chance against an alien. They don't have a chance against me already. It's just the skill gap is too large. And that's just with driving in part already. But like, if you those paid setups are like, honestly, are fucking garbage. They're not much better than this. At least to drive, they aren't. Maybe they're faster pace-wise. But not fun to drive, and it's like, yeah, thanks. Gladly appreciate driving something that's garbage. Right there is. Yeah. Let's hope that the update does something to help mitigate some of these issues. Make cars more fun to drive. That is a very basic ask. Hello, hand controller, would you kindly stay in position? Yeah, this wasn't... Yeah, right. Yeah, what I wanted to say. I need to formulate this in a proper way. Yeah. Results have been updated. Yay. I gained freaking 15 positions there. Congratulations, you gained ELO for the first time. You got a positive safety rating for the first time. Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I've gotten those before. I don't think I gained much. Is it listed here? Yeah, 30 ELO gained. Great, 30. Considering the strength of field being just stupid high and me being actually relatively low ELO, and I gained 30. Fun. I still gained like 0.17 safety rating somehow, despite having 7 incident points. God, what do you need to do to lose like 15 incident points, it seems? I guess we need to murder a family and a small child. And this is like a freaking 25-minute race. It's not like... You shouldn't get away with about as much as I did, even. Like what I did is about a 0. It shouldn't even gain you anything. Alright then. I just noticed I have actually a license in R-Factor 2. I got the same bronze license. Just as a different ELO rating. But my safety rating transfers. That's interesting and I think acceptable. Right. Oh, here it is. 3 minutes sign up left. If I would like to drive this again, but like, nah. Let's get this over with. Oh, my pulse has just suddenly gone to 0. I just noticed. Yeah, that's an odd sentence. Hello, controller. I should just end this. But yeah, my hand controller has decided that it wants to track somewhere else. Right. Okay then, come on. This tracking. And now it's doing fine. I mean, they're both terribly calibrated because this is on top of my head and it's like somewhere else. Whatever. Call it a night. Good night. Before I continue scrolling on here. Bye bye.